Hello friends, this is film critic Ahwaan from Cineblues, and today we have one of the stalwarts of Hindi cinema and the pioneer of one of the pioneer of the parallel cinema, which started its movement in the mid 80s, and his films depict the ground reality at the grassroots level. So please welcome Prakash Jha ji, director producer of many films, to our show. Welcome Prakash ji, how are you?
Thank you very much. Thank you very much for having me.
Yeah. So, friends, you would be knowing that Prakash ji made many politically charged films, and his career started with many documentaries in the same, which dealt in the same topic in the socio-political milieu prevailing in India that time. So, Prakash ji, you are coming in one of the films. You are acting in one of the films, which is known as Matto ki Saikil, and that releases in the on the 16th of September in cinemas. And
That's right.
there you play there you play a daily wage worker, right, a laborer. So, what made you choose that choose up choose the uh, character? What tempted you to
It was
I
a
will act in that?
Thank you very much. It was the story and the script. It was written by Muhammad Ghani, who is from um, Mathura, and he's lived amongst these people. And he writes stories, and he does plays, and he is into various activism. So he sent this script to me, and when I read it, I was very, very kind of drawn into it because this is the story of half of India.
Yeah, right.
People who are around us, people who build the highways, people who build the expressways and our homes and everything,
Right.
take care of us. They're literally invisible. We don't even think about them. And this
Yes.
story, is like a window which opens, and you peek into their lives. They have children, they have family, they have ambitions, they have dreams, they have problems, and how do they live it out? That's what this story was all about, and I was completely drawn into it.
Fantastic. Yeah, sir, your film has also done some rounds in the Busan Film Festival, right? And it was well appreciated there. And I also was reading that you also for getting into the for getting into the character, you also had a lot of BDs. While so, what other things did you have to take up to get into the character, like the preparatory part?
So primarily, that's the procedure. I mean, I have my way of getting into the characters. I try to familiarize myself. I try to get as much information as I can, and I try to live some, for some time with them. And I kept going to Mathura, kept talking to these people, kept sitting along amongst them, and eventually became, one of them. And I was used to sit on the street corners to be picked up for a daily wage,
Yeah.
kind of. And my BDs, of course, I used to smoke BDs. My BDs were organic, and I couldn't smoke because I don't smoke tobacco.
Yeah, yeah.
So the funny part used to be sometimes one of them would ask me for a BD, and he would kind of like, take a drag and say, "What is this? I mean, BD mein dum nahi hai teri." So, this is that was a process.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the way I get into the character. Whenever I try to do the character, is basically know more, and as much as possible about these people, and then familiarize myself with this, so that it doesn't look like you are acting. You just have to be one of them. That's the idea that I have.
Right, right, right. Okay. So you made many films. Like you are one of the very talented and fine directors that we have in the Indian cinema space. And now you have also developed an inclination towards acting. We saw you acting in Jai Ganga Jal. That was a second film in the franchise of Ganga Jal. And also we saw
I
you
really
in.
can't hear you.
Can you hear me? So you are one of the finest filmmakers that we have in the Indian film industry, and now you have also developed an inclination towards acting. We saw you acting in Jai Ganga Jal and then Sant Ki Aankh. You brilliantly portrayed those characters. So, like when you are now acting in Matto Ki Saikil, like do you give any kind of creative input from a director standpoint to the person who is directing? Like, does it help in any way, or how is the creative process like? That's what I understand.
No, all that happened. All that happened when we rehearse, when we talk, when we before we start shooting.
Yes.
And once you invest your faith into the leader, the director, then you have to listen to it and you have to go by his vision. And I have to concentrate on my part, which is just being in the actor, just being the character.
Okay. So now there is a lot of, I wouldn't say animosity, but there is a lot of negativity which is in the current wave, which is affecting the different films which are releasing, and it's the like the boycott trend, right? Like, so what is your viewpoint about that? Like, many films have been boycotted. You saw Laal Singh Chaddha was met with a lot of skepticism, and it was boycotted by many sections of the people. And now Brahmastra is also affecting. So, do you think that this is going to affect the films which are due for release, or maybe your film, like any film which is coming in the future? What is the viewpoint about that?
I don't really think, because as you are saying, Brahmastra, there is negativity about it, but the advance opening of the film is fantastic.
Yeah.
There is curiosity amongst people. I mean, only when if the film is not good, then it may not work, and that's what I think that usually happens. But then we are living in a society which has got very strong social media, and people express their opinions, and it becomes very visible. So there always have been people who have had some negativity about some thing, because these are public issues.
Right. Okay.
Film also is not a private thing; it's a public exhibition of the medium, and so there will be such things, and we will really know about it when a good film gets boycotted and doesn't do business. But I think this part of the society that we live in, and we have to take it that way. But some truth of the matter is that we have to concentrate, and we have to introspect, and we have to make good films, and we have to make films or take stories which are rooted in our society,
Right.
not kind of like keep on churning.
Right.
Yes.
So your films, like previously you made Ganga Jal and also Arakshan, they also faced mob censorship, right? So as a filmmaker, does it affect you in any which regard, or you have the super confidence that no, my film is good, my content is good, so I don't have to bother about it? So can you take us back to those times when the films like amazing films like Ganga Jal, Arakshan,
Well,
for that matter, Rajneeeti.
as I was,
yeah.
I was saying, there always will be who may not be, well disposed negativity towards what you're doing, but then there is a whole lot of other audience which is not affected by this, and you have to do what you believe in, and you have to do which you think is going to engage people, and then leave it to the audience. Yes.
Okay. Yes, sir. So you made a amazing bounce back kind of thing, I would say personally, with Ashram, right? Ashram was very well received in the OTT space. So what do you think about the wave of OTT, which is currently getting a lot of popularity, and people are embracing OTT, and they are like putting theaters into the back burner kind of thing? What do you feel about the current rise of OTT?
I mean, it's obvious that OTT also has become a real part of our lives, and thanks to pandemic, which gave the opportunity for people to watch a lot of stuff on OTT. and they realized the expanse and the extent to which the OTT can provide entertainment material. But I always believe that cinema is real, and if you make really good films and content, people will come to cinema. It's happened all over the world. But it definitely has offered a choice. The OTT has offered a choice. When they realize that the film is not good enough, then they rather kind of stick to the OTT platform.
Okay. Okay. Sir, at the start of your career, you made a very good film. It was a sports drama. Hip Hip Hooray. I remember seeing that film in DD during those days. I was a kid that time, but yes, I have memories of that film. And then you went on to make several films on the depicting the economic condition or the political environment of our country. So, as a filmmaker, what subject excites you the most? Or it is like any subject which has a good gripping point? What is your perspective, or
A good
what is your
story, a good story which uh, a good story which gives me a latitude to understand the society and whatever is happening around us.
Yeah.
But then it's what is primary is the story which can engage people. When I talk about that story, the characters, the incidents, the drama, that should engage people. That's what I look for.
Yeah, great. Personally, Rajneeeti is my favorite film among all the Prakash Jha productions, Prakash Jha's films. So, sir, do you have a special affinity towards Rajneeeti as well? Because that was
No,
one
for
of the
me,
best films.
all my films are the same. I mean, when I'm making them, I'm totally engrossed, in love with them. But once I've made them, they exist on their own.
Okay, fantastic. Is Rajneeeti 2 on the cards? Because I have heard pretty much that Rajneeeti 2 is happening. It's on the cards. Are you planning for that?
As far as I am concerned, I have done the plot, I have done the script, but then there are a whole lot of other factors which are involved in making of the film. Time also is one of the major factors, so you keep getting involved, and then it will happen when it has to happen. But I definitely would like to do a Rajneeeti 2. Yes.
Okay. Sir, I remember you came with Ajay Devgan in one of the shows. Probably it was a Kapil Sharma show, and there I think I came to know that you are an amazing cook as well, right? At the starting of your career, you used to cook very well, and something on those lines. So, are you planning? Would you be interested in making a story of your life, or something on the rounds, or something on the lines of a cook or a chef? Do you have any such things in your mind?
No, I don't. Actually, I used to work in a restaurant before I went to the Film and Television Institute in Mumbai, and that is how I had learned to cook professional food. But no, I don't have any story as such about about cooking, or me being a cook, or working in a restaurant. I mean, I
Oh, what about a autobiography or biography on the life of Prakash Jha? Because that would be
no,
very
it's not
interesting.
very interesting. No, I don't find it very interesting. I mean, yeah, someday, yes, we'll think about it. But right now, I have a lot on my plate.
Okay. And sir, any special message for our audience who are waiting for Matto?
Well, I think it's going to touch everybody, and it's going to make everybody understand. Not only the society but their own lives. But most important, it's a good kind of very engaging film, and it's an emotional drama which people will I'm sure that, because when I fell in love with reading this script, I'm sure that the way people have reacted to the trailer, they will love the film.
Okay, great, sir. It was lovely speaking to you, and I wish you all the best, sir. And I wish also all the very best. Our team wishes you all the very best for your upcoming projects. We have heard that you are making a series on the life of Ibn Narasimha Rao, and if it is on the cards, then we wish you all the good luck, and let all the power be with you and such great filmmakers who are making a great impact to the Indian cinema.
Thank you so much. Thank you. God bless you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.